Radio Raheem here with Cletus Seldin. We are in Montreal, Quebec, Laval to be exact.
Yeah.
It's freezing outside, bro. It's miserable out there. Oh. Now, you're no stranger to cold temperatures, but is this exceedingly difficult for you right now?
This is prime New York. 1 week, that's all we get. Weather, that's it. 1 week, yay, I don't have to do anything. And it's over. And then you can go walk. You can't even walk across the street to the mall, which is right next to the hotel. And I'm like, I need a car.
Yeah, see, I'm glad one other person at least here is feeling my pain. This is ridiculous. New York gets this in a week. It happens in 1 day. You're from Florida, right?
I was training in Florida for the pay. I got a nice tan going on. Come on. Yeah, woo-hoo. I give it to the Canadians. They're definitely tough, and they can definitely absorb this. I don't know what, 10 months out of the year. That's a rough one for me.
Well, last time we got together was at Nassau Coliseum in Long Island. It was a kind of a chilly night then, nothing compared to this, but you got the job done. Right. Now you're here out in Montreal on another big car, another car with a lot of eyeballs. Talk to me about it's been a short time, man. I haven't even been home since I last interviewed you. So, with these kind of fights back to back so quickly, what's training camp like? What's your mind like? Talk to me about, this is unusual to see a fighter this quickly get right back in the ring on big cards.
Well, the first thing is, I'm glad he interviewed me this time beforehand. I must have did a pretty good job last time.
See? There's levels to this. There's levels.
So I'm pretty happy and satisfied with that. I got the call, asked if I wanted to fight again. I said absolutely. He was on HBO. My trainer, Pete Brodsky, he was on the same page. He's 70 years old. He has an old school kind of attitude, so we resemble what we are. He's an old-time guy. I'm an old, aggressive kind of fighter, so I resembled exactly what he wanted. He wanted a fighter who fights consistently, which we don't get in the sport of boxing. And this is my third 10-round fight in less than 3 months, so it's pretty good,
right? Real busy, man. Yeah, this is my 8th fight in 8 weeks, but of course, I don't have to climb through those ropes on Saturday nights, right? Well, last Saturday, interestingly enough, there's some guys that had a lot of talk before the fight, and it didn't come off so great in the ring. I'm wondering if you caught that fight, Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. What you think of it?
I thought Rigondeaux will never fight on HBO or any televised network ever again. He ruined it for himself, and it's totally crazy because HBO had a fight with Orlando Salida, who was giving you every ounce of his body for the win and your entertainment, your toughness, and you're like, wow, this guy's so talented, but this guy works so much harder. I would choose this guy any day over Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux does look pretty on the mitts, I'll say that. He has some cool workouts and all that stuff, but that's like anybody in this gym. I go, you get some guy who's nasty on the speed bag, he's nasty on this, and then you go in the ring, he's like, oh, no. Can't believe Rigondeaux did that. Very disappointing, and I hope he finds a new career.
I think that you have a new career waiting for you whenever you're done with these gloves ringside, which is why I bring you in on these questions. This is a big fight, a good fight, two solid guys that come and deliver most of the time. Yeah. What do you think about Saunders, Lemieux? How does this thing shake out?
Oh, man. When they said I was part of that card, that whole card exploded. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Lemieux is a fantastic fighter. He comes to fight. He comes to knock you out. Usually I always say, I'm not the first fight or the last fight. I'm usually the most exciting fight. So I got a lot of work out for myself because Lemieux is going to be a banger. I think he's going to take out Saunders, and he's going to put on a great show for the Canadian crowd and deliver as promised and get another shot wherever else he wants to go after this.
And lastly, this guy, Lemieux, might get Triple G again, or he might get Canelo if he wins. But right now we're hoping to get Canelo Triple G first before anything else. What do you think is going to happen in the rematch? What do you think? Any different from the first one?
I thought the first fight actually went perfectly as planned for the boxing audience because, they could build it up a little bit more throughout the years, like the Pacquiao, Mayweather kind of thing, and have that rematch for insane amount of money, right? So I think the best thing happened there. But in the rematch, I think Triple G will take it. I think he didn't take advantage of those opportunities that we always see him take advantage of. He was very hesitant, and if he can do that, he'll come out with the victory because Canelo still has a problem with his issue with his entire career. You've always had that problem. So I would have Triple G winning that fight.
Radio Raheem with Cletus Seldin, an excellent fighter, a tough guy, comes to win, fights, what, 3 times in the last, how many, 3 months?
Yeah.
And my fellow analyst, Radio Raheem with Cletus Seldin.
They did say I'm the 3rd fighter in HBO's history to fight back-to-back months on HBO in their 44-year reign, and it was Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and now the Hebrew Hammer. So
the Hebrew Hammer's in some rarefied company. That's good air right there you're breathing, man. Can't wait to see you in the ring on Saturday night. Radio Raheem with Cletus Seldin.